So we have a new Performapal card that also has some generic use, so you're going to want to check out this video. Hey everyone, this is Max at MaxCTCG. Thanks for joining me in another video. This video we're going over a Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization article. I'll have that linked in the description and in the cards if you want to check this out. And it's an article going over new Performapal support. It's going to be a V-Jump promo. So we have Trapeze with the greatest of ease using Performapal Sky Magician Girl. You can remember with V-Jump promos, they are something that we have to get imported into the game since we don't get those. So they'll actually come into like a different set, probably after the new support or maybe with it if we're lucky, for Performapal that we did look over already. So we have Performapal Sky Magician Girl, level 5 Wind Spellcaster effect monster. You can only use each effect on the first, second, and third effect with this card's name only once per turn. 1. If you control a continuous spell, you can special summon this card from your hand. 2. If this card is special summoned from your hand, you can send one level 4 or lower light spellcaster monster from your deck to the graveyard. 3. If this face-up card leaves the field, you can target one spell trap on the field, destroy it. Hey everyone, this is Editing Max. If you're enjoying the content, hit that thumbs up button, give the video a like, and leave a comment if you have any discussions you want to start, and consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more of this type of content. Everyone, thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoy, and we'll get back into it. So I think this card is actually really interesting because it has a lot of interesting ways it can kind of be used as an extender if you have a continuous spell. So it can be nice if you're using any type of continuous spell starter, extend this out, dump a light spell caster from your deck. If that has a grave trigger that's really good, that also nets you advantage. Maybe you search your starter that way, or a way to extend through if you get to another way to get to another key piece of your combo. So I think that's really interesting. And you also have the benefited effect of being able to destroy a spell or trap card on the field when it leaves the field. So we can do this through fusioning, link summoning, or you can do this on your opponent's turn with IP Masquerena into an SP Little Knight that gives you like 3 interruptions with that, which could be pretty good. So I think there is some really interesting use with this. I think this works well. Plush Fire, I think that one had an effect with being destroyed. Even though we reviewed the Performapal cards, I don't have them all off the top of my head. So I feel like I see some synergies with how this works, even though the pendulum scales aren't continuous spells, so they don't just inherently summon this out because you have a pendulum skill. But I do feel like there's some decent synergies at least with this. Just nothing's coming to mind off the top of my head, but I am not super into knowing all the ins and out with the Performapal cards. So there's definitely some things that can be missing, and I look forward to kind of learning from you guys on some of that too, if there's some interesting kind of interactions or combos. But even just from a generic sense, I do think this card could see some play, because we've seen different decks like Snake Eyes be able to count their monsters as continuous spells. So I think there could be some interesting overlap. I don't necessarily think Snake Eyes going to play this, because at that point it's just a body and they could do more than that, outside of maybe being an IP Masquerade interruption as well, with linking this way for SP. But overall, not like the most amazing card in Snake Eye, but if we see decks that kind of have these synergies, I think we could see this seeing some play in the meta. So that's it for Performapal Sky Magician Girl. I do think it's an interesting card. I like that it has some generic uses that can make it pretty solid, but it seems like it also has some decent synergies with Performapal. If there's anything specific I'm not seeing with the Performapal combos, like I said, I'm not super familiar with it. Let me know what you guys think. Are there any really cool interactions that you like, or do you think this kind of opens the deck up to making it easier to play with having a body that could stand out, or send a key card to the grave to be able to get more plays going? Let me know what you guys are thinking. I always look forward to hearing from you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, this is Editing Max. If you're enjoying the content and you want to support the channel, you can check out the TCG affiliate link in the description below. It supports the channel and costs you nothing, and you'll just be doing the same thing you normally do when you buy cards from TCG Player. If you're new to buying cards from TCG Player, check out my website. I have a section on it that helps out new people, kind of explaining some of the aspects of TCG Player, so that way you can get the most out of your money and you don't fall into some of these weird things that some people do to push up the price of cards. If you want to become a patron on the channel, check out my Patreon. It's another way you can help support the channel. We have different perks you can check out, like a lot of archetype proxies you see on the screen. Every week, I put a new one out that everyone on the channel can vote on YouTube, and then these go to Patreon for you to print out. You can also join for early access. Some videos will be 1-day early access, others that are in a longer series could be weeks out in advance, and you can get the entire thing at once, while everyone on YouTube has to wait week by week for all the videos to come out. You can also join for an exclusive Yu-Gi-Oh! Reaction series where I watch through the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, we have discussions in the comments, and watch through it together as well. Plus there are other perks coming out in the future. Everyone, thanks again for watching the content.